नमस्कार, मेरे चैनल में आप सभी का स्वागत है। आज मैं हूँ दिल्ली स्टेट्समैन हाउस में, जहाँ पे विंटेज कार रैली अभी शुरू होने वाला है। आप मेरे पीछे देख रहे हैं, ये 100 साल पुरानी कारें हैं, बहुत ही सुंदर। अब भी इतना केयर रखा गया है कि ये भी आज भी सड़कों पे चल रही है। आइए, और भी कई कारें हैं, आइए आपको दिखाते हैं। ये कार 1914 की है, 1914 की, जो 100 साल पुरानी कारें हैं, निज़ाम की है। आप देख सकते हैं, मॉडल देखिए, अब भी मजबूत है ये। ट्यूबलेस टायर है, टायर देखिए, उस जमाने में भी ट्यूबलेस टायर होते थे। ये आज के डेट में देखने को नहीं मिलेंगे। बहुत ही मजबूत, ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे रेलवे का टायर हो, रेलवे का। ये देखिए हॉर्न, ये अंदर का देखना, अंदर का। ये रेलवे, स्टेट रेलवे का, निज़ाम का स्टेट रेलवे का ये कार है। आइए और भी कार दिखाते हैं। गाड़ी आप देख रहे हैं, ये बहुत ही पुरानी है। ये जो चलाते हैं इनसे अभी बात करते हैं। हाँ, बताइए कौन सा मॉडल है और गाड़ी का नाम क्या है?
रोल्स रॉयस 1928 मॉडल है, फैंटम 1।
रोल्स रॉयस 1928 मॉडल?
हाँ जी।
अरे वाह। अब देखिए, लगभग 100 साल पुरानी कारें हैं, आज भी चल रही है। इनकी देख रेख बहुत ही अच्छा किया हुआ है। और ये कब कब चलता है आपका, कैसे चलाते हैं?
हम इसको संडे के संडे चलाते हैं, कोई रैली होती है उसी टाइम चलाते हैं।
अच्छा।
अब दिल्ली के स्टेटमेंट की रैली उसी में देखा है। एक उड़ीसा में थी, अभी उड़ीसा भी गई थी।
अच्छा।
हाँ जी, एक्चुअली जो भी कोई रैली होती है वहाँ पे सभी जगह लेके जाते हैं।
चलिए, ये बहुत बढ़िया है। आपका नाम?
संजू नाम है।
संजू।
हाँ जी, और ये गाड़ी गुड़गांव से है।
गुड़गांव से। इनका ऑनर कौन है?
गुरप्रीत सिंह।
गुरप्रीत सिंह जी के?
जी।
ओके, चलिए, बहुत अच्छा है।
थैंक यू सर।
ओपन करिए, आज के ज़माने में नहीं मिलता।
रैली हमारी स्टार्ट होने वाली है अगले कुछ ही मिनटों में एंड इस इवेंट को फ्लैग ऑफ करने वाले हैं हमारे आज के मुख्य अतिथिगण श्री हरदीप सिंह पुरी जी। तो मैं सारे लोगों से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि आप लोग ज़रूर से इन ब्यूटीज़ को विटनेस करें, एक्सपीरियंस करें, लेकिन थोड़ा ध्यान से।
कुमार डायरेक्टर पाइपलाइन प्लीज कम टू द स्टेज। साथ ही डॉक्टर आलोक शर्मा, कैन वी हैव अ राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज? कम ऑन एवरीबॉडी, जोरदार तालियों के साथ लेट्स बिगिन। And as the flag unfolds and ascends, let us witness the
Please make way for
And I can see the excitement in everybody's face. Let's welcome the second car of the day, hosted from the year 1926. With the name and the name of Choudhury Shankar. 1914 John Morris from National Rail Museum.
जॉन मॉरिस नेशनल रेल म्यूजियम की गाड़ी, ये फायर की गाड़ी है।
car number 2.
What a remarkable presence of this car. Can we have a round of applause for this car as well? Come on everybody, let's appreciate the beauties of this car with some high energy taliyan. Next,
Green, Austin.
and Israel Ambassador to India, Mr. Naor Gilon, to flag off the next car we have lined up. So we have with us here this beauty,
Black Ramon,
Austin.
1927 Ramon, driven by Mr. Shivraj Anand.
So yes, we can see 1927 Marmon under the name of Shivraj Anand. और एक बार जोरदार तालियां, come on everybody. Next,
Next comes the Auckland, 1927 Auckland.
friends, we have with us here 1927 Auckland under the name of Dr. Shahamat Hussain. Absolute delight to the eyes. Everybody, जोरदार तालियां हो जाए, come on.
Now this is sure gonna set your heartbeat racing. Followed by the Auckland is the Rolls Royce, blue Rolls Royce. One of the most iconic cars of its era. And on board is the car expert, Mr. Tutu Dhawan, if I'm not wrong. Hello, sir.
Everybody, let's put on some.
Once again, there's one other Rolls Royce, followed by the light blue. Now is the navy blue and silver Rolls Royce. Car number 9, 1928.
Everybody, can we bring some energy into this place? जोरदार तालियां हो सकती हैं, come on. Actually सबके हाथों में फोन आ गए हैं, तालियां आ ही नहीं रही हैं, सिर्फ कैमरेज स्टार्ट हो गए हैं, कैमरेज खुल चुके हैं. Alright, up next we have this another beauty, which is Rolls Royce 1928, under the name of Sameer Gupta Rangwala.
It's wonderful to see such a great lineup of so many Rolls Royces.
So up next, you all can see it's a 1935 Rolls Royce.
Driven by Mr. Barakhamba Singhania.
And we have this wonderful, terrific car.
This is the Bentley 1936, driven by Mr. Aditya Malik.
Reshma Dudani to flag off the upcoming next cars. Welcome back. And ladies and gentlemen, next we have up next we have
Now I welcome
1936.
Kalpesh sir from State Bank of India. Please take the flag, sir.
Welcome Mr. Kalpesh. आप दोनों साथ में कर लीजिए, कोई बात नहीं. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, now we have 1936 Bentley, driven by Kishore Gidwani.
Along with Kalpesh sir is Mr. Manav Kaviraj. Mr. Manas Kaviraj is a senior official of the NBCC who is now flying off the wonderful cars lined up.
So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to welcome the next car we have lined up.
There's another Rolls Royce lined up now.
Yes, 1936 Rolls Royce, driven by Mr. Ashok Gupta. दोस्तों एक बार तालियां बजा देते तो it would be, great. Come on everybody. Thank you sir, thank you. Now I would be requesting.
Flag is in the hands of Ma'am Veena Lavka, who is the Regional Manager, Inspection for the Life Insurance Corporation of India.
Driven by Mr. Ashish Jain. Up next, again we have a 1937.
Now I welcome Miss Ashika, Miss Pranav and Garima.
So yes, in front of us we have again 1937 Rolls Royce, driven by Raghav Singhania. Oh my God. Terrific. So आगे बढ़ते हैं, हमारी अगली गाड़ी है 1939 Rolls Royce, driven by Rita Bhatnagar. All I can see happy faces around. I can see smiling people.
General Manager from the Power Grid Corporation of India. So please come forward.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have
Here is Mr.
Another car.
Anshuman Tandal, Chief
1928.
General Manager, Power Grid Corporation of India.
So we have 1928 Ford, owned by Mr. Pawan Mehta.
And one thing to notice, sir, your hat is really looking awesome.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, agli gaadi, Austin, from the year 1929, owned by Mr. Pramod Bhasin. दोस्तों तालियां क्यों रुक गई? Can we have a round of applause? Come on everybody, we are witnessing classic beauties from फ्रॉम द 90s, इतनी पुरानी और इतनी नायाब गाड़ियाँ आप सभी के सामने हम लेकर आ रहे हैं. Thank you everybody for your contribution to this event. And up next we have another beauty, which is 1929 Austin, under the name of Miss Akanksha Sharma. Welcome, ma'am. So the next we have is 1929 Buick, which is owned by Mr. Dev Mohan Gupta. एक बार तालियां हो जाए. Come on everybody, let's bring some energy to the event. Thank you so much. Thank you. And again 1929 Ford, owned by Mr. Prem Chanda. Congratulations, sir. 1929 Ford. So moving on to the next car, we have another Ford from the year 1930, owned by Mr. Sandeep Sehgal. Awesome. So ladies and gentlemen, we have
Now
the
I
next car.
welcome the officials from the Asian Paints, Mr. Yogesh Varade. He's
Up next we have 1930 Stoots. It's a US car owned by Diljit. So thank you so much, Mr. Diljit. Wonderful car.
Now I welcome Mr. Ayurvedic Gupta. Sir, please take the flag.
आगे बढ़ते हैं. हमारी अगली गाड़ी जो है, that is a 1930 Mercedes, owned by Mr. Indrajit Sirkar. Awesome car. What a beautiful color it has. Up next we have another classic.
Now I
beauty.
welcome Mr. Vineet Sridhar and Mr. Abhishek Sharma from the Indian Oil Corporation. So please come onto the stage and take the flag.
1938 Armstrong, owned by Mr. Madan Mohan.
This Armstrong is one of the most rare cars which is participating in this rally.
And the next car that we have here is Armstrong Sidley from the year 1947, under the name of Harshpati Singhania. Congratulations, sir. The next car that we have here with us,
This is the two-door Mercedes and one of the most iconic cars of its time. It's a classic. One of the most popular cars you must have seen in the old Bollywood movies driven by the hero.
the next we have is 1931 Austin, driven by Prateek Kumar Gupta.
Ladies and gentlemen, now our chairman is facilitating the Honorable Minister. It was, please make way. The Honorable Minister will be.
So next we have is the 1932 Riley, owned by Raj Kishan Sharma ji.
The children from the Mark School who were here to perform for this mega event. Honorable Minister, sir, is now going to meet the children who've come all the way from Holumbi to perform and play here.
Next we have is the
For the prestigious
1933 Austin, under the name of Mr. Sanjeev Puri.
Now we welcome Mr. Rohit Indrajit Singh to come on stage and take the flag from the BHEL.
Next we have 1933 Fiat, under the name of Mr. Raghavat Singhania. Up next, we have another Fiat from the year 1934, owned by Mr. Prem Sharma. Next, we have another beauty from the year 1934, Lagonda, owned by Baba Novis and Kabir Singh. What a beautiful color it has. And just one word, wow. Up next we have another beauty from 1934, Opal, owned by Mr. Pratik Kumar Gupta. अगली गाड़ी की ओर रुख करेंगे. हमारे पास ये बड़ी खूबसूरत सी गाड़ी आप देख सकते हैं, Fiat 1935, owned by Krishna Motor Garage. Bright yellow. Next we have Mercedes 1938, owned by Mr. Dev Mohan Gupta. Up next we have 1938 Packard with our owner Gurpreet Singh and driven by Mr. Anil Kumar. Next we have Chevrolet 1939 model, owned by Mr. Naresh Ojha. Next we have 1951 Mercedes, which is owned by Mr. Gurpreet Singh. It's time to welcome the next car, which happens to be a 1938 Morris, and this car is owned by Kanwarjeet Singh and driven by Charanjeet Singh. Kya baat hai? The beauty, which is 1955 Austin, owned by Mr. Ashok Bhatia. Right, it's time to welcome the black beauty we have up next, which is a 1939 Lincoln, owned by Mr. Yatin Krishna Srivastava. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Up next we have another amazing car with us.
MG Morris Garage.
We have MGTC with our owner, with the owner Uday Bahadur. Next we have Bentley 1946, from the year 1946, owned by Mr. Uday Bahadur. And we have these two lovely young kids tagging off the cars. क्या नाम है आप लोगों का?
हरियाणा एंड जय.
Okay, क्या हम बच्चों के लिए एक बार तालियां बजा सकते हैं? Come on everybody, let's appreciate their energy. And now I would be requesting Mr. Rohit Inder Singh, General Manager, BX Cars.
The Dynaflow, one of the most iconic cars of its times. If you can see the bright yellow color, this car is a treat to watch and drives like a yacht. It just floats on the road.
Next we have a Buick by Mr. Deepak Gupta, and we have one more Buick from the year 1946 and 1947 respectively.
Buick Fight.
So those who all are present here, मैं चाहती हूँ let's appreciate the beauty of each car with a round of applause with some high energy तालियां. Come on everybody, तालियां रुकनी नहीं चाहिए. It takes a lot of effort.
The General Manager, BHEL. And here follows an old class, wonderful Mercedes in black.
Which is the 1960 model, owned by Mr. Puneet Duggal.
Now what you see is one of the most unique cars. It's a Jaguar from back in 1951. The owner is Mr. Dev Mohan. Flawless is the word that comes to the mind when you see this car.
Up next we have another beauty, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Chevrolet from the year 1965.
One of the most popular cars among the vintage and classic car lovers. This is the red Impala, and it has featured in endless movies. Talk of Bollywood, Hollywood. This for the car of the choice. For the films too. Iconic styling, power, and it's just simply amazing.
Up next we have a 1954 Landmaster owned by Mr. Manujendru, which happens to be a Fiat from the year 1969 owned by Mr. Angad Singh.
Full war era Jeep. Something every boy who enters college has a dream of having an open top Jeep. It's a left-hand drive and a side mounted spare wheel. Used to be one of the most preferred cars. Though used to be featured in movies, as you can see.
Now I would be requesting Miss and flag of the upcoming cars.
Or such a treat to watch. What a color combination, and no mistake, it's a Ford. And as you look at the color scheme, it just attracts you like anything. Such well-kept car.
Which happens to be a Ford again from the year 1959. And the owner is Mr. Chetan Vohra. Thank you so much, sir, for your
The car is
participation.
revving as if it's just ready to race, huh? Nice, nice. Amazing sound. And here comes another Chevy, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, 1966 Chevrolet.
It's the estate or station wagon version of the car. If you can see, such space is like unimaginable.
Absolutely. Owned by Mr. Abhimanyu Sharma.
More of a house, you can say.
So up
Now-
next we have another car, which is Austin from the year 1946, owned by Preksha Bothra. Thank you so
अभी
much.
थोड़ी देर तो दो बड़े प्यारे बच्चे यहाँ पे हैं, वंश, विवान, and accompanied by Samaira. They would now flag the coming cars. Please.
So next we have this beautiful Cadillac from the year 1965 and owned by Parmeet Singh Bhallaji. Stunning.
Cadillacs have always been an attraction on all the American roads.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the next car we have, which is a
Singer. It's a Singer sedan, a classic. Used to be quite popular, a British car.
yes, it's a 1959 model, owned by Dr. S. Farooq. Thank you so much, Mr. Farooq. आगे बढ़ते हैं. So up next, you can see a Mercedes from the year 1957, owned by Radhika Puri.
Interestingly, one young boy has arrived from Shimla, especially to witness the event. Mr. Sanat Jai Singh. He will now hold the flag.
Welcome. They've traveled a long distance, huh? Was it worth it?
How's the weather in Shimla? Huh?
How is it worth it?
Is it very worth it, you know?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful event. Ladies and gentlemen, all you can see, beauties, wonderful beauties, scintillating beauties, and up next we have another beauty here, which is in a marvelous condition.
Now I welcome the Director Statesman, Mr. Vineet Gupta, with the flag in his hand.
Welcome, Mr. Vineet Gupta. We have this wonderful Mercedes.
He has spent
Another amazing car, ladies and gentlemen. So we have Riley from the year 1952, owned by Bird Group and driven by Joga.
If I'm not wrong, this is one of the most iconic cars of its era. It's the Pathfinder.
Up next we have amazing 1941 Cadillac, owned by Shivraj Anand.
Now I welcome on stage the coordinating editor of the Statesman newspaper, Mr. Ashok Tuteja. He is the man behind the news that you see on the Statesman newspapers and a very senior renowned journalist. He is flagging the upcoming cars. And now you see one of the heartthrobs is right here, a sportback Ford Mustang of the 60s, a car which every young boy wants to have.
So 1966 Ford, owned by S.B. Jatti.
This car simply needs no introduction. It can just take on.
Nextly, I would be welcoming 1950 Morris, owned by Mr. Gagan Gupta. Owned by Mr.
Now I am
Rahim
about to welcome
Mohan.
a very iconic personality, Mr. Jitendra Pandit, who has been judging this event for a lot of decades. And as you just saw, a treat to watch this car. It is a very famous car. It's being driven by Mr. Rahil Mohan Gupta and Mr. Bhanu Pratap Singh.
Nextly, we have this 1948 Oldsmobile, which is owned by Mr. Rahul
Talking
Bansal.
about Jitendra Pandit sir, he's been the chief judge of this entire event for several years, and he has been contributing and has even, I just cannot count the years, and has been contributing to this entire event. It's the organizing, the judging of vehicles and guiding the, he's been an icon when it comes to being a car enthusiast and vintage plus classic cars. Mr. Pandit.
Thank you so
Right
much.
now.
Powerful.
And here comes the red Mini.
Yes.
One of the most iconic cars, you can say.
Owned by Mr. Manik Sharma again. So ladies and gentlemen, up next we have a Dodge from the year 1956.
Now I welcome
Owned by
on stage
Suman
Mr.
Bhandari.
Sandeep Kataria, who's been restoring and judging our event for the most, for almost more than 25 years. He is an expert when it comes to vintage cars and knows every nuance of the restoration work.
The next we
Has
have,
contributed a lot towards this rally.
so next,
The red carpet.
which happens to be a Buick from 1941.
Known for their elaborate designs and followed by the Buick. It's the Bel Air now.
Wow. The first word that came out was wow. And it is a wow because 1956, owned by Bahadur Singh and driven by Ravi Tanwar. Very well maintained, I would say. Up next, we have another amazing car in front of us, ladies and gentlemen.
It is the Plymouth Belvedere, which rolled the streets of America and especially very popular at places near the beaches where second fashionable car of its time, and followed by a Land Rover, a conqueror of tough terrains, very well maintained, and recently it has been showcased in many of the Hollywood movies too. Surprisingly, this Land Rover used to be driven by back in the day by the royal family also, and would do all the duties of where the road would not support the vehicle in that manner.
So next we have this beautiful Studebaker from 1956. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome another beauty from 1948, which is Singer 9, and it is owned by Brij Naresh Bajaj and driven by Jai Kishore. Okay, so it is owned by Brigadier Naresh Bajaj and driven by Jai Kishore. Welcome. Up next we have another beauty that we all have to welcome. So this is a 1947 Chevrolet. That's nice. Owned by Iqbaz Ali Shah. Welcome. एक से बढ़कर एक ब्यूटीज लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन हमने आज विटनेस What a beautiful color it has. Ladies and gentlemen, तालियां बजा देते तो बड़ा अच्छा लगता. Come on everybody.
Peppy yellow color, a two-seater.
Up next we have another beauty,
oh, wow.
a red beauty.
Sparkling red Ford Mustang. One more Mustang. A Sportback. One of the most iconic car of the 60s. It just sets the pulse racing. देखने से Once again, I welcome Mr. Rohit Inderjeet Singh on the stage from BHEL.
So ladies and gentlemen, we have a 1955 Fiat with the owner S. Kirpal Singh. तो चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं दोस्तों. अगली गाड़ी भी 1955 Fiat है, owned by H.W. Bhatnagar. Welcome.
एक और लैंड रोवर अब इनफैक्ट दो लैंड रोवर यहाँ पे अब रोल कर रही हैं. एक ओपन रूफ है, एक विद द रूफ in its original condition, the MEA 1010.
Yes, the 1955 Land Rover by Ravi Avalur. Oh my God. You can't miss out on the next beauty that we have.
It's the Triumph Spitfire.
Yes.
Such a nicely kept car, very well driven, and it used to be very easy to maneuver, a very sporty car of its times. It just steals hearts when you just look at it.
Yes.
Especially the wheels, spoke wheels.
Next we have a Fiat, a 1963 Fiat, owned by Prem Sharma.
ये जो आप जीप आ रही है वैशाली, ये तो एक टाइम पे मेरी भी बहुत फेवरेट होती थी. The iconic Willys Jeep. If I'm not wrong, this must be the 3J model. And
yes.
It's driven by again the Shankar family.
Ambani Shankar family.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Another your favorite Willys.
Another Willys. It's a treat for me. This rally is simply a treat for me.
Owned by Kashif Siddiqui. The color is so fine. हाँ, another beauty. एक और प्यारी सी
अब ये
खूबसूरत सी
प्यारी
कार।
सी गाड़ी जो आप देख रहे हैं इसकी एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी है. The wonderful couple, they've come all the way from Chandigarh to take part in the rally and they've driven down from Chandigarh. Please a big round of applause for them.
Yes, welcome Amarjeet Singh Sodhi and family. Next we have another landmaster by Mr. Ashok Gupta.
Vaishali, आपको पता है Landmaster was the car which had come before the Ambassador came
Mercedes.
into the Indian market, and it had set the stage for the Ambassador, which became an icon lately.
Thank you so much. बहुत अच्छा लगा. Next we have a Fiat.
The 1100 Fiat.
Yes, Namita Chibba, owned by Namita Chibba, and we have another Mercedes. Oh my God, beautiful, beautiful, owned by R Dhawan. Back then also, the cars used to be so beautiful, huh?
Now you're gonna miss on.
Yes.
There's another Volkswagen Beetle, such a striking, sporty red color. It used to be the most iconic people's car back.
तू छोटा रो
Chevrolet from 1967, owned by Patel Cars.
This is the Chevrolet Nova. Used to be an iconic sedan. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. We have one more guest joining. So we have this car
And
from
there's a
Patel
special
Cars.
guest
Yes, a very
on the
cute
back
one.
seat of the Mercedes. Oh,
Striking car in front of us all,
okay.
which is a Dodge. Yes, it's a Dodge from 1956.
The Dodge Kingsman.
Oh, we have another cutie.
Oh, wow.
Up next we have a Sunbeam Tableau, which is a 1947 car owned by Rajwant Grewal. And we have Ambassador from 1966, from the year 1966, owned by Avninder Singh.
हैं जिनसे नजरें ही नहीं हटती.
Exactly. तो चलिए अगली गाड़ियों की ओर रुख करते हैं, which is a Pontiac from 1957, owned by.
अब जो अगली गाड़ी आप देखते हैं जो रेड कलर में आ रही है, there's one very unique thing about this car. This is a Bentley 6 and this is a specific car which is a vault design. इसकी डिजाइन अपहोल्स्ट्री ये vault design उसे कहते थे जो बस एक ही बार कंपनी बनाती थी, उसके बाद दोबारा ये पैटर्न रिपीट नहीं करती थी. So this is something very unique about this car. The
Okay.
Bentley 6.
Yeah, very unique. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the final car
Now,
of this
ladies
evening.
and gentlemen, I would like you to applause, and this is the last car which is moving on the red carpet. So now we'll be joining at the National Stadium after a while.
So yes.
फ्रेंड्स, अभी आपने देखा क्लासिक और विंटेज कार जो अभी अभी ये रैली के लिए निकल गए हैं. और आपको ये वीडियो कैसा लगा आप कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताइए और सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर कीजिए. मिलते हैं अगले ब्लॉग में.